Hi, my name's Chris. It's nice to meet both of you.
Chris.
Yeah,
Hey,
I'm with
Chris.
Dorkaholics. My first question is for Glenn. So for longtimers with Scooby-Doo, they'll think of Fred as this really eager leader of the group. But on Velma, my understanding is this is not the case at all. How would you describe your portrayal of Fred, and what will audiences enjoy about him?
Well, I think, it's just looking at the characters through a different lens, right? If you look at it differently, you're like, was Fred really like the leader of this group of people? Should he have been?
That's
Maybe these are questions that the show is having fun exploring. Certainly, I think it's fun to watch, a guy who so clearly is not a leader, but probably still weirdly thinks of himself as a leader, who's so immature, so entitled, so petulant. It'll be fun to see how he evolves to become even the person that we grew up with. But he's certainly never the smartest person in the crew. Um, you know, but he did dress well.
true. Sam? My next question is for you. It's really hard to picture Shaggy without Scooby by his side, but that's who you'll be portraying on Velma. How did you approach this new take on Shaggy without his, best friend by his side?
Well, I think this is a fun chance for an audience to. Well, I mean, mine's a reimagining of all these characters, but like you say, Norval and Shaggy as a character unto themselves. So it's a nice chance to get to like sort of like meet this character and like have him be whole before he, uh, you know, uh, becomes part of a iconic duo. Who was Shaggy, who was Norval, and of course it's a different even and as you meet him in this one, he's a sober, uber nerd, a little bit of a obsessive uber nerd who's sober and a little confident. So it's a very different portrayal and of what we know from Shaggy, this Norval, and who knows where these characters will go, but we know kind of where they end up because they're iconic characters.
Right.
Um, but this is a retelling of them.
Oh, okay, amazing. And then a follow-up question to both of you. What was your favorite part about, being the voice actors for such iconic characters?
Um, I just like doing animation because it's just there's something so freeing about people not being able to see me. Sam and I were talking about this before. Like we're both very musical people, so and especially when it comes to comedy, um, I just my performance usually starts with a vocal thing. It's like a rhythm thing, and then it kind of builds out from there. So there's a great freedom to being able to do it in a booth and know that you can just really use your instrument instead of having to use your face and your body. Um, so and the fact that we knew that the show was not meant to feel like the original Scooby-Doo, and knowing that Mindy and Charlie certainly trusted me to do my thing with it. I always just kind of come at it from the philosophy of like just have fun. Like if I'm having fun, it's usually working.
Yeah,
Do you just echo the same sentiment, Sam?
I really do. Yeah, it's fun to get to work in the booth because for the same reasons, like you can go back and you can like do a line read five times, five different ways. But when you're like acting in person, unless it's like a cut off, like one shot, and you're just redoing
Yeah.
a line with a green light, chances are how you're doing it in sequence with all the other lines, how it's going to be, and in relation to the other actors. But in a booth on your own, you can change the inflection, and you can change where you hit the joke or what word you focus on, and like kind of just like really pinpoint that without worrying about what your face is doing or worry about what your body is doing. You can like really just
Yeah.
uh, focus on those performances. So it's a really fun
Focus on
way
the
to perform.
physicality. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I appreciate both of your time. it's not such an honor meeting you, and I really look forward to watching how both of you perform on this show. Thank you.
Appreciate it, Chris.
Thanks, Chris.